Hi, I'm Stuart and welcome to Sirennet Television. Now, as you know, from time to time we like to send Chris out on an intrepid voyage of discovery, and today is no day that he wouldn't be doing it. So we're going to send him out right now on a voyage, but he'll be going over to the planet Star Car to land and take a look at some interesting equipment that the gang have been putting together over there. Part of what he'll be taking a look at is the build of the vehicle in question, which happens to be a Chevy 2500 HK, heavy-duty pickup truck, crew cab. So he'll be checking that out. He'll also do a walk around as well, and I've been told he might be doing something else too. So let's check it out right now.
Well, thank you, Stuart. I'm here at Star Cars with a handsome new truck that's just getting started. It happens to be a 2500 series from Chevy, a 2015. The vehicle, as you can see here, is in its OEM trim package. All that's been done is adding some nice graphics to identify the vehicle. What we're going to be showing you is the process that goes into turning this truck into its end user's workhorse. It'll be used for construction and roadside work, as well as emergency responding services. We're going to be showing you the build, the deconstruction of the truck, both outside and inside, the installation of the parts that'll be outfitting this truck, various LED components that'll be adorning the outside, lighting on the front grille, lights on the fenders, an overhead light bar, other equipment on the rear of the truck as well, accessories going onto the inside in the form of an equipment console for holding the controller and in-vehicle radios. So stay tuned with us here on Sirennet Television as we take you through the build process of this wonderful pickup truck. Well, we're outside the installation bays here at Star Car to show you the completed 2500 series from Chevy. I'm going to give you a walk around the vehicle, show you the equipment that's been done in the front, along the sides, the overhead light bar, and the warning equipment on the back of the truck as well. Product consists of Sirennet brand, equipment from Whelen Engineering, also components from Federal Signal that we'll get to here in a few minutes. So enjoy the tour of the products around the truck. We hope you like the outcome of this dual-purpose vehicle equipped with red, white, and amber lighting. On the front grille, we've done two different sets of LED emergency lights. Now the truck serves two purposes: amber lighting for construction, red and white for emergency response. The controller in the vehicle lets the two systems operate independently from one another, but in this case here, we've gone ahead and activated all the lighting systems on the truck. On the front grille, top level here, we've used ION LEDs from Whelen Engineering. They happen to be red whites, as you can see. Down below here, we've done our Sirennet GL7 LED light heads in amber. Again, the two systems can be operated independently from each other. So with that, the truck has nice mid-level, bright lighting in red and white and in amber. Also equipped behind the grille here is an ES100C. It's a 100-watt siren speaker from Federal Signal. And that also ties in with the main siren and lighting controller that's used in the Chevy here, which is also from Federal Signal. It happens to be one of their Touchmaster fixtures. In the front headlight buckets, in the high beam, we've installed a set of white LED hideaways from Whelen Engineering. It happens to be part of their Vertex series. They've been installed in the reflector assembly here, which is the vehicle's high beam. The reason that we went with the white Vertexes here in the high beams is that the end user of the pickup truck wanted the entire warning package to be low current. So with that, we felt that LEDs would be a nice, useful fixture as opposed to a headlight flasher for the high beams that'll wigwag the incandescent fixtures in them. So with that, we can save the life of the factory high beams and have a nice low current white LED hideaway to simulate that effect. For side lighting on the truck, when in response mode, we've used Whelen Engineering's surface mount ION LED light heads. As you can see, they happen to be in a red-white configuration. Something that our friends at Star Cars have done is made a finish wedge. This acts as a leveling plate for the ION itself. As you can see, the fender on the truck does have a bit of roll to it. So with that, if the ION were to be affixed to this as it is, it's actually going to point the light head up into the air, making it not as effective as it can be when it's firing nice and level into traffic. For additional side profile lighting, we've used our Sirennet GL7 LED light heads in amber. Passenger side and driver side alike, Star Cars has fashioned a custom bracket to affix them onto the edge of the ProTech window guard that we have here on the truck. You'll also notice a custom antenna bracket, screw-on post here where an antenna will be fashioned onto the truck later. This has also been done by Star Cars to assist in mounting of antennas off the side of the truck as opposed to on the roof. Before we get to the back of the truck, surface mount ions, again in red and white, have been fashioned to the flat edges toward the rear of the bed. These are tied in, again, to the emergency lighting system of the truck. They operate with the surface mount ions that are on the front driver and passenger side fender. In this case, they're positioned on a nice flat level spot on the bed itself versus the fender flare, which is more forward. So in this case, they were able to be affixed to the sides of the bed as is, without having to have any custom leveling brackets fabricated. So obviously we've been walking around the 2500 Chevy here. You can see it is a full-size pickup truck. So when it comes to lighting protection for the rear end of the vehicle, we felt that doing several different lights at several different levels would best protect the rear end of the vehicle. What we've done is red Vertexes from Whelen Engineering been installed into the reverse light portion, passenger and driver side alike, and synchronized for an alternating effect. Up high on the stripe of the tailgate, surface mount ions from Whelen Engineering. These happen to be amber. For low level lighting, as you can see here to the right and left of the tow package, our amber Sirennet GL3 LED light heads round off the warning package on the back end of the truck very nicely. They've been affixed with some custom brackets fabricated by Star Cars that affix them up and into the back of the rear bumper. To round off the warning package, a Whelen SX Series LED light bar fashions the top of the truck and offers 360 degrees of nice potent LED warning power, as well as white illumination in the form of high-intensity, forward-facing takedowns. They're configured to flash when the truck is responding. We'll show you those here in a driving video, where when the truck is shifted out of park, these will go ahead and flash as a takedown. They also can be used for general illumination, operated for scene lights. LED alleys left and right side of the truck, again, both with a steady burn and flashing function. As you can see, the light bar itself, red and amber modules. As we mentioned earlier, the truck serves two purposes, construction and emergency response. So by having two different features in the light bar, amber overheads to the front and to the rear, as well as the reds as needed. Overhead light bars, we usually fashion them to the roof of the vehicle using the black, low-profile polycarbonate mounting feet and the strap kit, depending on which vehicle it's for. In this case, with the ProTech rear window headache rack here, we've used a set of slide bolt mounts that Whelen offers for their overhead light bars. Happens to be part number MK9S, and it's a slide bolt kit. One for the right side of the bar, the other for the left, a nice heavy-duty long drop bolt to go through the flat cross-section on the top of the guard here. Inside the truck, space is a little tight. So with that, we've used a small Consolidator series console from our friends at Havas. This allows us to have a nice clean fitting for the in-vehicle radios, as well as the Federal Signal Touchmaster, that's the siren and lighting controller. On the Touchmaster, several buttons for operating sirens as needed, air horn tones also. Also gives us a progressive slide switch for activating the lighting. Also, small rocker switches to activate the takedowns, left and right alley, and also to the far right side, we've utilized the auxiliary switch for operating only the amber lighting on the truck. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the build of the emergency responder truck that we have here, the products that we've used around it. We're going to go ahead, take it out on the road now.
Well, I could say the classic driving Miss Daisy, but we're not going to do that because, of course, it was Chris driving the vehicle in question, and no cameramen or otherwise personnel were harmed in that making of that section of the movie. But again, big thanks to all the gang at StarCar for helping us with that and putting together the vehicle. Very nice job indeed. I'm Stuart, and as always, many thanks for watching Sirennet Television.